What's that? What's that? It's your boy Big Keith. Y'all already know. Big truck boy in this thing, man. You know, we out here on the grind, man. On this beautiful Wednesday. But I want to drop a little game real quick, man. You know, I was looking at a podcast, you know, about, feminism, toxic feminism, greed, and the reason for the black families splitting up back in, you know, the 70s, the 60s, and earlier, a little earlier before that, but after that, even, you know, to this day. And one sister had a point that said, well, you know, the black woman, you know, got more, wanted to be more like the white women. Free, don't have a man, felt like they don't need a man, educated, make their own money, make their own decisions, and, you know, shit on their people. Excuse my language. When in the black community growing up, we was always taught about unity, uniting, being together. You know what I'm saying? Because we knew how we grew up. But some of us didn't grow up with two parents in the household. You know what I'm saying? And those of us that are parents now, that are good parents, we strive to be better than what our parents were before. Some follow the same footsteps as parents did. You know what I mean? Some of the kids might end up on hard drugs. You know, one of the kids might end up being a deadbeat father. You know what I mean? Or whatever the case is, because they hadn't been taught anything different. They don't know anything different. They just know what they see. But to me, the reason for the split in the first place, you know, was to pull the black man away from his queen, away from his family. All this shit was systematic. All of this was a part of a plan that the government actually created. You understand? So when they set this in motion, told the black woman, hey, you struggling, you ain't got nothing, you can't feed your family, you can't do this, that, and the third. Your man can't get no job, we're not giving him a job, we're not giving him no opportunities or anything. So, if you want to get paid, you want us to help you, get him out that house. He can't be there. And here's the conversation to him from the wife. Oh, well, babe, you know, you can't find a job, you haven't been able to find no work, and I can't continue to, or I can't do this, or When that black man has so much on his shoulders, when he walk out that door, y'all dismissed everything. So now he has to figure out a way to come up with some money so he doesn't lose his family. There go the crime. And when that crime happens, him trying to feed his family, he winds up with a whole lot of time. There's another destroyed black family. And as time goes on, this shit gets worse. You know, it worsens. Now you got a significant amount of disrespect for the black man from his own queen. From his own queens. Oh, you know, even for good men, you're told you ain't ish. You're told that you're not enough. You're told that you know, you don't look good, or you're not this type of person. You're not that type of person, when you are just that right person. But in her eyes, you don't equal up to anything. And yet she'll go and chase that what's going to ultimately destroy her and her family. In spite of not dealing with a good guy or someone like you. And before you know it, the same cycle continues. You understand what I'm saying? But this was designed by the government from the beginning. We love our black women. There's nothing in this world that we wouldn't love more than our black women. But let me explain to you how it is being a black man leaving the house in America these days. It's love and hate mixed in one pot. That's what it's like to be a black man out here in America. Love and hate mixed in one pot. You understand? It's a gumbo. But that's what it feels like being a black man out here in America. And it's a lot of us that's highly successful. Very smart, very bright, you know, hard workers, family men. And then some of us that fell short, they didn't have the opportunity, or that kind of got knocked off. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean that we don't, as men, have a chance to come back, you know. Or that doesn't mean that we don't have a second chance at life, or at being a father, or at being a husband, or at being, you know, a better person. We do. And again, we don't knock our women. We love our women, you understand? But what y'all have to understand, yeah, it's rough. It's still rough, even to this day, to be a black man out here in America. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the ones that actually done something with themselves and helped out their own people, their own community, where they're from, and extended their hand of opportunity to the next young brother coming up. You understand? And giving him that motivation that he needs to be successful. Something that you probably didn't get growing up from your own people. So that's the responsibility I feel like as men we have going forward for the younger generation. Being an inspiration, being motivation, being all of that to them. And not only that, showing our women that, yeah, we can lead. Yeah, we can lead. It's okay for you to rely on me. It's okay. And if you're having issues being that right guy for her, work on it, bro. Work on it. But don't discount yourself or discredit yourself, my G. Don't do that. Never discredit yourself. Know what you got going on, work towards changing it, and make it happen. Sweetheart, have patience with your man, because I guarantee you ain't always going to get it right either. And knowing that, you have to be able to take accountability as well. Hold yourself accountable for the bullshit that you might bring in a relationship. For the lack of communication. For the lack of love. For the lack of understanding. Hold yourself accountable too. You understand? And you'll get a whole lot further in life. Learn how to take accountability. Because like I say, for a lot of women, it's perception. Y'all want to be perceived a certain kind of way. And when shit is done differently, that shows otherwise in you, that shows a flaw, y'all get to running and hiding and deflecting. We don't need you to do that. Hold yourself accountable, because men these days, we are starting to do that more. The real men, at least. I can't speak for these other bum-ass dudes out here. All I can say is real men hold themselves accountable. You understand? And I would like to believe that women do the same as well. But let's do it out loud to where we actually help our men, or help your men, rather, excuse me. Help your men understand that you're there for him. You understand? That you understand what he has going on. Rather than going off on a crazy ass tangent and, you know, really ultimately disrespecting him. And all that he done brought to the table for you. Or all that he can possibly do. You understand? So, that was just something that was on my heart, man. I had to goddamn let that out, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody checking your boy out, man. And shout out to everybody out there on that grind, man. You out there on that grind getting this money, man. Doing what you gotta do. Shout out to you, man. Salute, man. Like and subscribe. Shout out. Chill.